On the east to west sea route across the Indian Ocean, Sri Lanka has been located strategically, sufficient to have a rich history of migration to its shores. Over the years, 5 notable waves of migration have been logged, where Lankans have left their mark, contributing to the multicultural diversity and tapestry in their adoptive host countries. Many of the estimated 2.5 to 3 million Lankans who have moved overseas have chosen to leave 2 locations far away on account of various factors, both pro and con. The remittances they return home have supported the economic engine that drives their homeland. They have also been philanthropic, even as they have contributed with knowledge sharing and with investments that support grassroots enterprises. Across the globe, Lankans living overseas have flourished in the context of their host nations while blending their own ethos nourished by what prevails in their new home. They have proved themselves architects of progress, ambassadors of goodwill, and agents for sharing a rich heritage of culture. Almost without exception, they have been the beneficiaries of the country's free education and health services and continue to have deep feelings of belonging wherever they are. In a groundbreaking move, following the proposal of the interim budget on December the 19th, 2022 by the Honorable President, in terms of a Cabinet Decision number 22/2104/619.009, the Office of Overseas Sri Lankan Affairs was established as an independent agency. Its mandate is to be a central hub for coordinating engagement with Lankans overseas. It is hoped that it would serve as a beacon, guiding them toward a shared vision for a better Sri Lanka.
Over the past years, we have in contact with a large number of overseas Sri Lankan all over the world. I'm happy to note they are ready to give their knowledge, skill and whatever they are experts to Sri Lanka for its growth and development. I am very much happy to work with them in this OOSLA office newly established this year, and this will play a central role for them to connect with their motherland.
We celebrate migrants and their collective spirit of enterprise and solidarity, and we see these Lankans overseas as pillars of strength, binding nations and cultures. Do join us on this journey toward unity, cooperation and progress, while standing shoulder to shoulder, daring to dream and to act, transcending all borders and possible factors that can divide.
What actually we are looking for from the young people who are joining to the culinary arts and then hotel school, hospitality industry. So we want to open a new few doors for them and get the experience from the world and work with the expertise. So I want to invite all the expertise around the world who went from Sri Lanka, who learned from Sri Lanka. So come and contribute what you can to the young generation.
My goal with OOSLA is to collectively support the youth in realizing their fullest potential. As a collective, we will bring harmony amongst our communities and rebuild Sri Lanka economically with new ideas. We will set an example to the world again.
I'm proud to be a Sri Lankan Canadian and happy to give back to the community, and I hope to work with OOSLA in the future in providing more programming and hopefully working there in Sri Lanka at for an NGO.
Building a cyber hygiene culture is very important to like any organization, plus like in general, like as a practice as well. So I'm looking forward to collaborate in the future with Sri Lankan community.
දහටේදී මම මගේම කියලා කම්පැනි එකක් ජපානයේ පටන් ගත්තා. මගේ කම්පැනි ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් වෙන්නේ වීසා කන්සල්ට් කරන එක. ඉතින් මම ඉස්ලා ආයතනයේට යෝජනා කරනවා මොන වගේ වීසාද ජපානයේ තියෙන මොන වගේ රැකියාවල් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ ගැන මඟ පෙන්වීමක් ලංකාවේ ආයෝජනය කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒක ලොකු දෙයක් කියලා.
My name is Vinod Suvarino. I'm working as a senior outlet manager in one of the very good five-star hotel in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in Riyadh City. At first place after my advanced level, I moved to Venezuela School to do my F&B management course. From there, I joined to an Sliman grant for a 1 year time of my training. From there, I got my first opportunity around the global, which is the first in Abu Dhabi as a waiter, then moving forward from captain, supervisor, assistant manager, and manager. I just want to tell all of my juniors who is coming to our new hospitality sector, please do a very good course in Sri Lanka. Then you go for the good, well-known five-star hotel. Then learn English and another foreign language. It must be very good for you, and it will be an advantage for your career. Today I'm here because of what I get from Sri Lanka and reading and studies. So make sure every one of you, please go for a good educated institute, then get you a good knowledge and experience. I wish you very good luck to every one of you. Thank you.
It's Lakshman Samaranaik, and I am an overseas Sri Lankan living in Hong Kong for over 3 decades. I'm really pleased that this organization has now been created through the Presidential Secretariat with the blessing of the country's leadership in order to create a formal footprint on such an important matter. We are all aware of the diaspora of virtually many thousands of Sri Lankan professionals overseas, which could be a very rich resource for our motherland. The key vision of the organization is to engage overseas Sri Lankans as key partners in Sri Lankan progress in a global context of reconciliation. And one of the key missions out of its several espoused missions is to, and I quote, support networking for local professionals with overseas Sri Lankan professionals and vice versa to encourage research and knowledge sharing. This could be said in 2 words, brain gain. Although we live in different parts of the world, for many a year as migrants, a piece of our heart is always with Mother Lanka. When we reminisce of the good old days of childhood we spent in our beautiful motherland. And I, for one, always recall the world-class free education, yes, free education we received to reach the professional heights we accomplished in foreign lands. Over the years, I have from time to time returned to my alma mater and the University of Peradeniya and donated in kind as well as in wisdom through sizable monetary awards and scholarships. As for me, that has been an utterly fulfilling task, and the realization of a life goal to return something back to my motherland for all the goodness we received from our motherland. Along the same vein, there is a saying which I have learned from my parents, and that is, in the first third of your life, you learn, second third you earn, and the final third you return. I strongly believe that OOSLA could do a lot in this context and seek the help in rejuvenating the research culture and education here in our motherland with the help and blessing of virtually thousands of high-flying compatriot professionals, as we cannot always look for the public purse for sustaining local higher education and research.
මේ වගේ තැනකට එන්න පුළුවන්, මීට වඩා හොඳ තැනකට එන්න පුළුවන්. කරන්න තියෙන්නේ නිසි අධ්‍යාපනය ලබාගෙන කෝස් එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, ඩිග්‍රී එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ හොඳ පළපොතක් අරගෙන තමන්ගේ ශාස්ත්‍රයේ එක්ස්පර්ටයිස් වෙලා ඒත් එක්ක වැඩගත්ම දේ තමයි ඉංග්‍රීසි දැනුම.
In their stories are found the essence of humanity, a shared journey, a shared destiny. Empathy being the driving force that connects across borders in a symphony of prosperity in Sri Lanka. We are sensitive to the unspoken words of affection and loyalty to your country with every breath you take. Each day you spend in a foreign land, we are able to recognize your longing to reconnect with your organic roots. The Office of Overseas Sri Lankan Affairs is your new partner, willing, ready, and able to transform yours into a happy story by welcoming our Lankans overseas with respect, dignity, and humility. Let us walk together, making a better Sri Lanka for us and for our future generations.